More than 1,500 years ago, in the beautiful city of Hangzhou, there lived a woman whose name would outlast emperors, generals, and dynasties. She was not a queen. She was not a noblewoman. She was a courtesan. Yet centuries later, poets continued to write about her. Artists painted her portrait, and travelers visited her tomb by the shores of West Lake. Her name was Su Xiaoxiao, remembered by many as China's most romantic courtesan. But who was she? Why has her story survived for more than 15 centuries? And why does her brief life still move people today? This is the story of love, freedom, poetry, and one unforgettable woman. Su Xiaoxiao lived during the Southern Qi Dynasty, around the late 5th century, a period of political instability but remarkable artistic achievement. Her home was Qiantang, known today as Hangzhou, one of China's most beautiful cities. Even then, Westlake was famous for its peaceful waters, willow trees, elegant bridges, and blooming lotus flowers. Scholars, merchants, musicians, and travelers gathered there, creating a city where art and romance flourished. It was the perfect place for a talented young courtesan to become a legend. Little is known about Su Xiaoxiao's childhood. Historical records are scarce, and much of her life has been wrapped in legend. Most historians believe she was born into a modest family before entering the world of elite courtesans while still young. Unlike ordinary prostitutes, high-ranking courtesans received extensive education. Su Xiaoxiao mastered music, poetry, singing, dance, and elegant conversation. She became famous not only for her extraordinary beauty but also for her intelligence and independent spirit. Visitors admired her ability to compose poetry with remarkable ease. Her charm came from her mind as much as her appearance. Among the many men who visited Hangzhou was a young scholar named Ruan Yu. According to legend, he first saw Su Xiaoxiao riding in a beautifully decorated carriage near West Lake. Their eyes met only briefly, but that single moment changed both of their lives. The two soon fell deeply in love. Unlike many wealthy patrons who treated courtesans as possessions, Ruan admired Su Xiaoxiao as an equal. They shared poetry. They admired the beauty of nature. They dreamed of building a future together. For a time, happiness seemed within reach. Reality, however, was far less forgiving. Ruan Yu came from a respectable family. Su Xiaoxiao was a courtesan. In ancient China, such differences carried enormous social consequences. Whether because of family pressure, financial difficulties, or political obligations, Ruan eventually left Hangzhou. Some stories say he promised to return. Others claim he was forced into government service. Whatever the reason, he never came back. Su Xiaoxiao waited. Days became months. Months became years. Her poems reflected hope, longing, and quiet sorrow. One famous verse, traditionally attributed to her, speaks of waiting for someone who never returned. Whether every poem truly came from Su Xiaoxiao remains uncertain, but they perfectly capture the sadness surrounding her legend. After Ruan's departure, wealthy officials and merchants continued to seek Su Xiaoxiao's company. Many offered expensive gifts. Some even proposed marriage. She refused them all. According to later stories, Su Xiaoxiao believed that love could not be bought with wealth or status. She preferred genuine affection over luxury. Whether entirely true or not, this image transformed her into a symbol of faithful love rather than material ambition. It was this idealized devotion that later generations admired. Another famous story tells of a young scholar traveling to take the imperial examination. He lacked money and faced certain failure. Moved by compassion, Su Xiaoxiao secretly provided financial assistance. She expected nothing in return. The young man later passed the examination and became an official. When he returned to thank her, he learned that she had already died. The story may be legendary, but it reinforced her reputation for generosity and kindness. She was remembered not only as a beautiful woman, but as someone willing to help others achieve their dreams. Su Xiaoxiao died while still very young. Most traditions suggest she was only around 19 years old. The exact cause remains unknown. Some accounts mention illness. Others simply state that her life ended suddenly. Her death shocked those who knew her. Many believed such talent and beauty deserved a much longer life. Instead, her story ended almost as quickly as it had begun. After her death, Su Xiaoxiao was buried near the shores of West Lake. Her tomb became one of Hangzhou's most famous landmarks. For centuries, scholars, poets, and ordinary travelers visited to pay their respects. Many left poems expressing admiration for her beauty, independence, and tragic love story. Although the tomb has been destroyed and rebuilt several times throughout history, it continues to symbolize one of China's greatest romantic legends. Even today, visitors to West Lake can still find memorials dedicated to her memory. How much of Su Xiaoxiao's story is true? Historians cannot say with certainty. Contemporary records are limited. Much of what we know comes from poems, local traditions, plays, novels, and later historical writings. The romance with Ruan Yu. The generous gift to the young scholar. Her unwavering devotion. These stories may contain both fact and fiction, but legends often reveal what people choose to remember. Generation after generation, Su Xiaoxiao became less a historical figure and more an ideal, a woman who valued love, loyalty, compassion, and personal freedom above wealth and power. China has produced countless famous courtesans. Many influenced politics. Others changed the course of history. Su Xiaoxiao did something different. She captured the imagination of poets. She became the embodiment of romantic love. Her life inspired operas, paintings, novels, poems, and television dramas for over 15 centuries. Unlike rulers who conquered kingdoms, Su Xiaoxiao conquered hearts. Her legacy reminds us that history is not remembered only through wars and emperors. Sometimes, a single life filled with beauty, kindness, and longing can survive longer than an empire. Did Su Xiaoxiao truly wait for the man she loved? Did she really sacrifice wealth for love? Did she secretly help a struggling scholar fulfill his dreams? Perhaps we will never know. But every spring, when willow branches sway above the waters of West Lake, her legend lives on. Not as a queen, not as a princess, but as a courtesan whose poetry, compassion, and unforgettable love story made her one of the most beloved women in Chinese history. If you enjoyed discovering this untold story from ancient China, be sure to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue exploring the remarkable lives hidden behind history's pages.